Hello, my name is Daria, welcome to my channel, and today I'm filming an introduction for Throwback 30. I was contemplating a lot if I should participate in this project or not, because I feel like I have a lot of project plans going on, but I don't know, I think I just thought that I would be missing out if I didn't do it. So this project was created by Jessica Lee. I will link her down below, and basically this project contains 30 different projects that were at some point in Fantastic Ladies Facebook group, and by the way, it's a collaboration with Fantastic Ladies. And that was the main point why I've decided to participate in this project, because by participating in it, I also kind of participate in 30 different projects, which is kind of cool. So this project started on 28th of July and it will end on 28th of July, and I'm a little bit late just because I wasn't sure if I would participate in this project. So I have 30 products to share with you today, and almost all of these products will have usage goal on them, but it will be a more difficult usage goal, at least for me. So I hope I brought all of the products with me, but if not, then I will insert a picture or something. So let's just jump into this video because I have a lot to talk about. For some reason, I didn't want to bring into this project some skincare or body care, hair care, so I think all of the products that I chose are makeup products, which will be quite harder to finish or to reach my usage goal. So the first project is 12 Days of Christmas, and I've randomized a prompt 9 ladies dancing. I'm not really sure what it means, but basically in this project you need to choose a product for each line of a song, as far as I understood. But anyway, I've chose to roll in this Revolution blush in the shade Pink Lady, so like ladies dancing and Pink Lady, and my goal will be to use it 30 times in this project, which is kind of a lot for me because I'm also trying to finish some blushes in my rolling project pen, so just keep it in mind. I know that basically I can use this blush every day for a month and be done with this prompt, but since I'm trying to use up other blushes, I don't think that it will be possible for me. So the next project is 4 Seasons, and I randomized autumn. And basically in this project you need to choose some products for each season. And so now I need to choose a product for autumn that reminds me of autumn or something like that. And I've chose to roll in this Muse palette from Cosmic Beauty, and I think it's a perfect autumn color story. And it reminds me of autumn quite a bit. And I've got this idea from Jessica's introduction, but she decided to put on some palettes a goal of using it in level 1 fashion. So level 1 is from Project Level Up, and it basically means that you need to use each eyeshadow once in a palette and hit one pen, and I've decided to do the same. So a goal for this palette is to use each shade once and hit one pen in it. The next project is 50 Shades of Black, and you need to choose a product that has black packaging or black shade or whatever. I've chose this Beauty Moon Cosmetics highlighter. It's Multichrome highlighter in the shade Worship, and as you can see it has black packaging, and my goal is to use it 30 times in this project, and it's very pretty highlighter that has a gold shift in it. By the way, I will be taking pictures of all of these products today, I think, and then we will be able to see how much they change and how much progress I was able to make once I finish my goal on them in this project. The next project is 50 Shades of Brown, so you need to choose a brown packaging or a brown shade of a product and roll it in. I've chose my Clarins Bronzing Duo in the shade, I don't know, well, I have it like in the shade 01 Light, but that's what it's looking like, and I'd like to finish it someday, to be honest, but it has 10 grams of product, so I want to give myself a little bit of a head start. And my goal will be to use it 30 times in this project. The next project is 50 Shades of Green, and you guessed right, you need to pick a product with green packaging or a product that has a green shade. And I've decided to pick my Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop in the shade Empire, and I've never used it. It's a green shade. I'm not really sure that I like it, to be honest, because I've never used it, but I want to try it, and I want to use it 10 times in this project, which is a lot for me for a single eyeshadow. The next product is 50 Shades of Pink, and for this I've chose this Multichrome highlighter, also from Beauty Moon Cosmetics, but it's a liquid highlighter, and as you can see it has some pink on the packaging, and also I'm not sure that you will be able to see it on camera, but it shifts to pink, and my goal with this one is to use it 30 times also. The next project is 50 Shades of Purple, and I've chose something that would be kind of difficult to use. It's this purple blush, and it's Blush Butter from Cosmic Beauty in the shade Heroine. So it's purple, it's very purple, and I've used it quite a bit, and if I use a very light hand I can make it work. So my goal for this project will be to use it 30 times. The next project is 50 Shades of Yellow or Gold, and I've chose this Pillow Talk Crystal Dimensional Eyeliner. I think it's in the shade Pillow Talk, but it has a gold packaging, and I want to use it 30 times also. It will be a challenge for me because I don't really wear a lot of colorful eyeliner, especially this type of color, but I hope that in a year I will be able to use it 30 times. The next project is 7 Deadly Pens, which corresponds to 7 deadly sins, and I've randomized the sin Envy, and Envy corresponds to color green, so I've chose something green, and it's another eyeliner. It's BFF Liquid Liner from ColourPop in the shade The Hills, I think, yeah. So it's green, and I want to use it also 30 times in this project, but it will be easier for me to use this eyeliner than the previous one. I think I could have used it in this look. I just usually line my upper lash line with this type of liners, and that's it. I don't usually create wings or something like that because it isn't really comfortable for me to create wings with this type of applicator. The next project is Ancient Muse, and in this project they are prompts correspond to some god or goddess in ancient mythology. At least I think so. So I randomized Apollo or Apollo, I don't know, I'm sorry, but it means a product that is bright, sparkly or gold. And for that one I chose my Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Pillow Talk Glow. And as you can see, it has gold packaging, but also it's a highlighter, so it's sparkly and bright. I can't quite open it. So I had to use a tool to open it, but that's what it looks like, and it's very subtle highlighter, and my goal is to use it 30 times, and I think I will try to use it with Beauty Moon highlighter in the shade Worship, because this one is kind of glittery and I want to know if they will like complement each other. So maybe this highlighter will diffuse this one a little bit, but this one will add a little bit more sparkle to this one. I don't know, but we will see. The next project is another pen Bites the Dust, and it based on Queen songs, and I kind of would like to do this project separately, to be honest, if it will have another round or if it comes back. But I randomized a prompt and I had a song, a kind of magic, which means a magical or special product. And for this one I've chose a palette from ColourPop, and they collab with Harry Potter, and it's Back to Hogwarts palette, and that's what it's looking like. Well, I can show you like this, I guess. And I really like it, and my goal will be to use it in a level 1 style, so I want to use each shade once and hit one pen in it. But of course, like Harry Potter, Hogwarts, it's a magic, and when I randomized a prompt like magical product, I've thought of it right away. And I love Harry Potter. I've grew up reading books and watching movies, so it's also a special product in my collection. So the next project is Beauty and the Beast, and I also would like to participate in it, but I've randomized a plummet, and it meant product you haven't used in a while, and I've chose this, oh my god, what is it, Eyes to Mesmerize. It's a cream eyeshadow from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Rose Gold, and I haven't used it in a while. I think the last time I've used it was in December last year, but it's a cream eyeshadow, and my goal will be to use it 10 times, which is once again quite a lot for me for a single eyeshadow. The next project is Beauty A to Z, and you need to choose products that start with all of the letters in alphabet or have them in the name or in the shade, and I randomized a shade O. And for this I've chose my lip liner from P.Louise, and it's in the shade Options Open. It isn't that long and it's a very nice nude shade. I've used it quite a bit and I really like these liners from P.Louise, and my goal in this project will be to use this liner either 30 times or finish it. I've never finished this liner, so I'm not sure how many uses it will take for me to finish it, so yeah, we will see. But my official goal is 30 uses on it. The next project is Burst on Beauty, and basically in this project you have each month that correspond to different birthstone, and you need to pick a product that represents this birthstone, something like that. I'm not really good at explaining, I think, especially in English, but I was born in August, so I've chose August, and it means peridot or jade, and as far as I understand, both of these products are green, so I've decided to pull in a product with green packaging, and it's LipGlow lip balm, I think, from Pixi in the shade Fleur, and I won't be able to track uses on it in any way because it's this clicky lip balm which you can only click up and you can't roll it down once you roll it up. So my goal will be to use it 30 times, and I think it will be quite easy because I don't really need to think about this lip product when I'm using it. I can just throw it on my lip and go out the door. The next project is Budget Beauty, and basically you need to pick some budget or drugstore product, and I've picked this lipstick. It's from Revolution and their collab with Shrek, and I don't know, it doesn't have a shade on it or anything, and unfortunately it will look kind of gross, so if you don't want to see it, just skip ahead. But that's what it looks like. It broke in this packaging, so I will be melting it in a different container once I finish a lipstick that I've melted in it, because the packaging also broke in that one. But my goal in this project will be to finish it, because once I've melted it, I would want to use it up right away. This product has a really nice shade, but yeah, unfortunately it just doesn't work from this packaging anymore from me. We are halfway through, and the next project is Child of the 80s, and in this project there are a lot of prompts that represent 80s, and luckily I've rolled in a prompt Pretty in Pink, and it means something pink, and I've decided to roll in my Blend Bunny palette. It's a plastic palette. So that's what it looks like, and my goal will be to use each shade in this palette 5 times, which also will take me quite a long time. The next project is Color Pen, and in this project you need to focus on your ColourPop items, and I've decided to roll in this palette from ColourPop. It's a cheek palette, just a flush, and it has 4 different shades. So it has a highlighter, a bronzer, and 2 blushes, and my goal will be to use each of these items in this palette 10 times. The next project is Disney Princesses, and it focuses on different Disney princesses, and I've randomized Rapunzel, and it means that I need to choose something purple or lavender. For this one I've chose my Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen in the shade Lush Lavender, and my goal will be to finish it. I have a notebook here where I mark all of the products that I can mark on a piece of paper, and basically with this product we are right here. So I've already used it quite a bit, but I hope that in a year I will be able to finish it up completely. The next project is Happy Hour, and it focuses on adult beverages, and I've rolled in Long Island iced tea, which means a Franken product. I like Franken products, but right now I don't have a lot of Franken that are not in the project, and one of them is this Franken blush. I've had a very bright purple blush. It was a powder blush, and I've wanted to diffuse it a little bit, and that's what I came up with. I mixed it with a different blush, but I'm not really sure that I like it on its own, so maybe I will need to mix it with different blushes. But in this project my goal is to use this Franken blush 30 times. The next project is I Heart 90s, and in this project there are prompts that are associated with 90s, and I randomized the prompt Little Black Dress, which means black product or packaging, and I've decided to roll in my duo from What's Up Beauty. It's duo in the shade Latitude, and that's what it's looking like. And as you can see, the packaging is black, but my goal with this duo is to use each shade from it 10 times. The next project it's Penguin Cat and Dogs, and I wanted to come back so bad because I love pets, and this prompt I've chosen myself because there is a prompt best of breed, and it means tell us about your pet. So I will be telling about my cats. I have two beautiful cats. One of them is named Jack, and he is a beautiful big black cat, and I love him so much. He's very cuddly, he's very warm, he's just very sweet little boy. Even so, he weighs 75 kilograms, which is a lot for a cat. Oh, I feel like I might start crying just talking about him. But the second cat that I have is named Destiny, and it's a very sweet little girl. She's a calico cat, and she is also very sweet, and she likes to sit on my lap when I'm doing something on the sofa. So yeah, she is just very small girl, and I want to protect her from everything. So I've decided to roll in for both of them this palette. It's a Smitten palette from Divirum Cosmetics, and as you can see, it has cats on it, and also all of the shade names are associated with cats, which is great. So my goal for this palette will be to use each shade in it 5 times. I'm not sure that I'm ready to hit pen in this palette, but I'm ready to use each shade 5 times. The next project is lip service, and basically you need just to pick any lip product, and I've picked this lip gloss. It's matte lip gloss from Revolution in the shade Divine, and I think we are right here now, and my goal will be to finish this lip gloss up. It's a very strange formula, and I don't think that I will purchase something like that again, but it works very well with just a gloss, not matte lip gloss, just like with a regular lip gloss, and that's how I intend to use it. The next project is Nightmare Before Christmas, and in this project you need to pick products that you associate with Christmas or Halloween. And I've decided to pick this palette. It's a Trick or Treat palette from Odensai, and of course I associate it with Halloween. It was a Halloween collab with Angelica. So that's what it's looking like, and my goal for this palette will be to use it in level 1 style, so I want to use each pen of eyeshadow once and hit one pen. The next project is Nightmare on Penning Street, and I've randomized a prompt paranormal activity, which means an item that never seems to disappear. And I didn't really know what I could choose for this prompt, so I've decided to roll in my Urban Decay Primer Potion Original, and my goal will be to finish it. I don't know if I will be able to do it in a year, but I'm using it almost every day, almost every time I do my makeup, so we will just see how much I can use up in a year. The next project is same pen last year, and basically there are a lot of holiday prompts, so for example Valentine's Day or New Year, and I've randomized Cinco de Mayo or May 5th, and it means use a 5-pen palette 5 times, and for some reason I can't seem to find a palette that I've chosen, but I hope I will find it. But I've chosen Natasha Denona Pastel Mini Palette. It has 5 pens, and my goal will be to use each shade 5 times, not a palette 5 times, but each shade in it 5 times. If I find it, I will insert a picture or a clip of it. The next project is that 70s pen, and it has a lot of prompts about 70s, and I've randomized a prompt mouth, I'm not sure, but it means female owned brand, and I've chosen this palette from Glisten Cosmetics. It's a palette with water activated eyeliners, and all of these eyeliners are multichromes, and the owner of Glisten Cosmetics is a female. And I might be crazy, but I hope to use each pen of eyeliner, so like all of 6 eyeliners in this palette 10 times each. I'm not sure that I will be able to do it in a year, because I've just started using these eyeliners, and I'm not really sure that it's up my alley, to be honest, but I will try to do my best, and I think if I use each shade 10 times, then I can figure out if I even like something like that. The next project is that's expensive, and you need to pick some expensive item from your collection, and I've decided to pick this palette. It's Pillow Talk Beautyverse Love palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and I've talked about it in a recent ranking video, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I like the quality, but the shades are a little bit darker than I wanted them to be. So my goal for this project will be to use each shade 5 times, so I can get to know this palette a little bit better. The next project is that So 2000s, and I've randomized the prompt Hannah Montana, which means day to night product or duo. I loved Hannah Montana when I was a child. I basically grew up watching Hannah Montana, so it was a very cool prompt for me. But I've decided to roll in another eyeshadow duo from What's Up Beauty, and it's in the shade Blue More. So that's what it's looking like, and my goal will be the same, so I need to use each eyeshadow in this duo 10 times. The next project is Turn and Burn, and in this project you need to choose some sample product or deluxe size products, and I don't really have a lot of them, but I found these foundation samples from Revolution, and it has 5 shades in it, and only one of the shade I can use as a foundation, I think, and all of the other I will need to mix together and use as a cream bronzer. And it might seem like a small goal, but all of this shade, like all together, they contain like 4.5 milliliters of product, something like that, and it's almost a full size concealer. So it will be quite an effort to use them up, but I hope that I will be able to do it in a year. And the last project is Zodiac Panners, and you need to roll in products that correspond with different zodiac signs, and my sign is Virgo, so I've decided to roll it in, and I had to choose some green and brown and dark brown product or packaging or whatever, and the only thing that I could find is this palette from Nomad. It's, oh my god, what is it? It's Monteverde Cloud Forest palette, and it has some green and some brown in this packaging, and also it has green and brown eyeshadows in it. So my goal with this palette for now will be to use it in no pen left behind style, so I will need to use each shade once, and if I find that the shimmer shades are not creasing on me, then I will up my goal to hit a pen in this palette. So basically I will use this palette in level 1 style, but I don't know if this shade will crease on me because I have 3 Nomad palettes, and one of them works wonderful on me and another one is creasing on me. But for now I just want to use it in an open left behind style. So that's it for this project. I hope that I didn't make a mistake with all of these products, because it's a very eyeshadow heavy project. Oh my god, it's a very eyeshadow heavy project, but I hope it will be okay. And if I won't be able to reach some of my goals, it's okay also, but I have a full year for it, so I hope everything will be okay. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I hope you will stay with me on my project painting journey. Thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!